Alright, partial fraction decomposition part 2. Let's check our rules real quick. The degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator, and our denominator is already factored out for us, so we can already start into our a, b, and c, and so on. So this can be split into a over x plus b over x plus 1 plus c over x plus 1 squared, because when we cross multiply by the common denominators, this will all get us this original function. Alright, so let's solve for a, b, and c. 5x squared plus 20x plus 6 over x times x plus 1 squared is equal to a over x plus b over x plus 1 plus c over x plus 1 squared. Nobody likes fractions, so we will multiply by the common denominator, x times x plus 1 squared. These will cancel out right here, so we'll be left with 5x squared plus 20x plus 6 is equal to, so that will be a times x plus 1 squared plus b times x, bx, times another x plus 1 squared, because only one of these cancel each other out. And then that will be c times x. Okay, so this may look a little confusing, but what we're going to do is multiply everything out, and then we're going to group like terms. So x plus 1 squared is equal to a times x squared plus 2x plus 1. These are identities, so you should know it, I assume. And then we're going to multiply, distribute the bx, so that will be bx squared plus bx, and then we'll be left with that cx. Okay, and that will equal 5x squared plus 20x plus 6. Then I'm going to multiply these in. I'm going to distribute once again for the a. So we'll have ax squared plus 2x plus 2xa plus a plus bx squared plus bx plus cx. Okay, so if you can see here, these both have an x squared. So I'm going to group these together, take out that x squared, so that's x squared times a plus b, plus these terms both have an x in it right here, so that's x times 2a plus b plus c, and then this a is left by itself, and that equals 5x squared plus 20x plus 6. Okay, so let's think about this. A, b, and c are all representing constants, the coefficients to anything in this equation right here. So if these have an x squared, that means a and b both have to equal 5, because these are the only terms with an x squared with it. So now we know that a plus b equals 5. Okay, so if that's true, this is the only constant here, and this is the only constant here. So that means a must equal 6. And so finally, for the terms that only have an x, that means 20 must equal all of this. So 2a plus b plus c equals 20. So it's basically like a systems of equations. We can substitute here. So a equals 6. That means 6 plus b equals 5. That means b has to equal -1. I won't do the algebra here. And then, so 2a, which is 2 times 6, which is 12, minus 1, which is 11, plus c equals 20. That's basically 11 plus c equals 20, which means that c equals 9. I wasn't going to do the algebra here either. Okay, so I've run out of space. We can do our original objective, which is integrating. So I'm going to replace our a, b, and c, and we can start solving. So the integral of 5x squared plus 20x plus 6 over x times x plus 1 squared is equal to a, which was indeed 6 over x minus, because b was -1, so 1 over x plus 1, and c was 9, plus 9 over x plus 1 squared. We can simply just put this into 3 different integrals. So that's the integral of 6 over x minus the integral of 1 over x plus 1 plus 9, the integral of 9 over x plus 1 squared. We're going to take out the constant in each one, so that's 6 times 1 over x minus 1 over x plus 1 plus 9 times the integral of 1 over x plus 1 squared. Okay, for this integral we're going to do, well, you don't have to do u sub because it's already in the ln form. The integral of 1 over x is ln x, so we can just simply put 6 times ln x, and it's the absolute value of x. I won't tell you why, you should know by now. And then so for this one we can do a u sub. U equals x plus 1, du would equal dx, so that would be the integral of -1 over u du, and this is the ln x situation here, so we'll have negative ln u, oh, no integral, we already solved it, ln u, and then u was x plus 1, so that's negative ln of x plus 1. For this one, recall that when you have something raised to a power and a 1 on top, we can just view this as 9 times the integral of x plus 1 to the -2 power. And then from here we can do a u sub, u equals x plus 1, du equals dx, 9 times the integral of u to the -2 power. This is the power rule, I'm not going to explain it. And so the answer to this integral would be 9 times u to the -1 over -1. And since u was x plus 1, I'm just going to rewrite this as -9, because of the -1. I'm just going to bring it out here, times 1 over x plus 1. So these were our 3 answers to the 3 separate integrals. And then we'll just put it together, one big equal sign. So the answer would be 6 ln x minus ln of x plus 1 minus, again, 9 times 1 over x plus 1. All right, that's it. It was pretty long, but we did it. That's integration with partial fraction decomposition.